Hello, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. We're going to jump into our next reading today. Let's see who that will be for. We have so much to be blessed for, don't we? I think we're going to do a collective. I feel so blessed. We have so many blessings. Let's start with our beautiful latest deck. Actually, you know what? Oh, there's a message over here. Pull your energy back and be completely done. So maybe that's relevant for the collective. Oh, there's another message. I don't know which readings these came out in. Emotionally lighter. So you could feel more emotionally lighter, maybe just like I'm feeling right now, like just, how much we have to be grateful for just to be here another day, all the things that we have available to us, all the bounties and beauties, and maybe you've seen your manifestations come to pass in your life, and maybe you need to just go back in time and just be proud of yourself and see how things are happening. If you're a little older, even if you're younger, you might have seen how things have transpired. But collective, what are the main messages for the collective? Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study and higher learning. So I think you're like maybe even messenger, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. Wow, quite nice, quite nice. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Weight of the world. That's nice. The cosmic heart. Collective. Karmic relationship, sideways. You could be coming out of some kind of karmic relationships lately. This could be what you're pulling your energy away from. It says codependency, boundaries. Again, deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So let's go ahead and get a quick spread for the collective energies. Main messages from the highest teams of love and light. So something was definitely burdensome in the past. I see you coming into more health and wellness with the Empress here. You could be really rechanneling your energy with the Knight of Wands. You could have Capricorn placements. So you might want to check their chart out, or you could have been dealing with them. You could be detaching from something to go towards a new beginning. I think you're releasing burdens to do with like a karmic relationship, like whether you want an apology or not. I think you're just not interested at this point, and you're not interested in emotionally kind of connecting with somebody in that way. I think you've got too much fire energy here. It looks like in the present or future condition, we have the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands. So this could be about pivoting. We have the Six of Swords here. Yeah, you're dropping something, maybe a love situation. I think you're focused on the bag. I think you're dropping maybe a King of Pentacles could be potentially. I feel like there was just like this. There was a lot of misfortune and failure and bad luck and bad choices and bad mistakes to do with this situation, or just like bad timing in the past regarding this love situation. It says returning again to the same situation. So I see you not doing that. Maybe there's a temptation to do that. I'm seeing the snake and the devil quite prominently here. Maybe the letter A could be relevant, or R. Doesn't have to be. Maybe P or L or But there's a new beginning for you. Ace of Pentacles. I'm getting this in a lot of the readings lately, so there is something here about like a new tangible beginning. Maybe it's that full moon in Taurus we just had, that super moon, but confirmation honk on that. But we are in the moon in Gemini now, so we are moving towards the next new moon in Scorpio. I think it's not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that, and which will be kind of Scorpio rules money as well, but through others or increased empowerment. So that could be a big focus, especially manifesting right now. Wow, Magician energy. I mean, we do have Uranus, right? Doing crazy shit, going retrograde from Gemini into Taurus to finish up its transit through there. That's like a 7-year transit, I believe. Just Gemini energy, interesting. We have Mercury and Mars making extreme, I think, oppositions, or just kind of like energies, flip-flopping, retrograde energy. Very interesting. Anything else for the collective? Healing. Wow, you could be manifesting healing, Aquarius energy. So that actually makes sense because Aquarius and Gemini love each other's energy. It's a trine in astrology, right? So we have this nice trine of innovative ideas and solutions, Uranus, the future, merging with Gemini, which is the mind, which is the present moment, which is communication, the mind. So you can see how she's kind of like, it almost looks like she's powerfully anchoring down these energies, maybe from the divine, the divine inspiration being poured into humanity. Prometheus, who is associated with Aquarius. So, alrighty, anything else for the collective? Yeah, you're stabilizing your life. Yeah, anything that's brought you a lack of peace, I feel like you want to really focus on Jupiter and Cancer right now, your foundations, Four of Wands, your home. Yeah, you're not for the bullshit. Five of Swords in the reverse. Like, you're dropping negative people, negative Nancy's, negative timelines, negative mindsets. Bada bing, bada boom. This could be what you're detaching from. Anything else for the collective? Yeah, this could have been deceit, or people who trying to, like, gaslight you or pull the wool over your eyes. Could be a Aquarius, doesn't have to be. Could have been something to do that you changed your mind regarding love. Could be with this King of Pentacles. I think you're seeing clearly, especially if this was somebody emotionally manipulative that tried to confuse you or cause like illusions in your energy or something like that. Yeah, you could be leaving this person behind. Taurus energy. Oh, there's a card under there. I didn't even notice. Yeah, you're exiting out of stagnancy. Okay, anything else for the collective? Three of Wands, planning for the future. Tell me more. Collective. Why is the Three of Swords here? Can you clarify? Because this person's lack of investment caused some kind of pain, it looks like. I would be wary of any incoming communication in case this person tries to cause conflict in your energy. Um, yeah, this person's stuck in their head about love. This could be this King of Cups, King of Pentacles, doesn't have to be. But they're in anxiety. They're just looping, looping, slooping, looping. Yeah, they're sad about something, but I don't think you are, so I don't know. Yeah, you're independent, Nine of Pentacles. So very good energy, actually. Let's get some tea leaf for the collective. Wow, yeah, love in the reverse is where I cut the deck. Collective, so you could be like healing. Yeah, someone was undependable or insincere. Seven of Swords, King of Pentacles in the reverse. Even the King of Cups is like reversed, so that's crazy energy. That's like not stable, like foundationally, emotionally, but also financially, right? And that kind of makes sense. If you can't stabilize your emotions, you can't stabilize what you're manifesting in your reality, and as such, you lose stability, you lose money likely because it's usually like self-love, right? Is the foundation. Self-love anchors in a good frequency. If you don't have that, if you're not operating that, um, shit goes awry real quick. So you might need to defend yourself from this person, or you are by dropping this person. It could be somebody who's blonde. Doesn't have to be. They could be hiding something. This person might want to manifest something, but they're in bad luck, and that's why they want to do it. So are their motives pure? They could have been dealing with an Aries, or they could have caused conflict. Anything else for the collective? Disappointment, yeah, I mean, spiritual protection. So your angels are protecting you from this situation. I don't think this is really an admirer. It's admirer in the reverse. So this person could insult you or tries to like. I saw this movie last night. It was called I think it was called Ask for Dust or something like that. And Colin Farrell in it. And there was a quote in the movie where they said he was saying to this other woman. He was saying, "All I do is insult and humiliate her any chance I get." And I think he said he did it because like he does that because it's like he's so in love with her really. But it's kind of like he doesn't feel good enough or something like that. So it was an interesting movie, really sad movie honestly, but it was a great movie. I really liked it. It was really well made. Anything else for the collective? Yeah, you're coming out of depression or anxiety. I don't know if this person is honestly, but I know that you are. Ace of Pentacles, so that's really nice. That's really nice. So you could be making wishes as well. Like I'm seeing somebody like maybe Thanksgiving they'd break the breastbone, right? I believe it is the wishbone. Um, Quite interesting energy. Let's jump into juicy messages for the collective before we close out. Thank you so much for your support from the highest teams of love and light. Most valuable messages, Angel Michael, regarding this situation for the collective for their reading. Thank you so much for your help. Someone was trying to gaslight you. You could be arriving somewhere else or in a new reality or anchoring in a new reality. Yeah, it says they enjoy trying to bring harm to others. So that's the one that's showing up. This could be someone sadistic. It says fortune favors the brave. Maybe this person's not brave, but I think you are. Yeah, confirmation on that. Wife beater. Yeah, this person will cause you to lose money, or they're losing money. By the way, follow your intuition. Strategically, and they could spend a lot. Strategically trying to get in your energy. So this person's like laying a trap, laying a foundation. So be careful and avoid it. And I would just like go a different path or whatever. Can't steal. I'm seeing somebody like on a bike, like mountain biking, can't steal off you anymore, protecting your energy. So yeah, this person might have like was harvesting your energy or what liked being in your energy, controlling your life, you know, wanted you enslaved. It says you're doing a good job. So this could have been like karma that you're wrapping up from past lives if you need confirmation. And I mean, we have beautiful energy, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. You're moving towards new beginnings. We have the healing energy here, right? They're shocked you knew. So you could be extremely intuitive, or your spirit team might have warned you through premonitions, dreams, symbolism, signs, right? Everything around you. Yeah, confirmation honk on that. Maybe you just paid attention to the signs, how you felt, right? Relationships help us how to heal issues and elevate, right? So why was this person even allowed in your energy? Did you have to like, a lot of things that happened when I was in earlier life, when I was younger, I didn't understand why they happened at the time, and it sucked. It sucked ass at the time, right? But the fact that I'm older now and I've dealt with certain things that maybe people wouldn't have, like, if I never get confirmation on that, if I had never dealt with those things at that time when it was less, when I was more protected, right? Not really, like children aren't that protected, but you know, in later life, if I had never known those lessons, I would have gotten into relationships or situations with people that were really not good for me. And at that point in my age now, or as I'm getting older, there's dire consequences dealing with those kind of people. They can fuck your life up. When you get older, it's all about, keeping a roof over your head versus when you're a child and you're dealing with these negative people. It's like, yeah, you learn, but it's kind of a little bit safer in a way sometimes. So I don't know. I'm just really grateful that I've kind of gone through the ringer in some sense, because now, whenever I know, like, there's people that call, that, maybe it's my Pisces moon or whatever, my Capricorn placements, and they say, "You're such an old soul." No, I'm just smart because I've seen your bullshit play out through many different people, through many different situations. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, I know the energy. So you could be learning the energy, investing your energy wisely and manifesting with God. So beautiful. We do have the Magician. Oh, huge wind coming through as we finish off. We have the Magician and the Empress here. Wow. And the Star. This is connecting with divine opportunity, divine inspiration, divine ideas, downloads being given. So, wow. Alrighty. Maybe we'll close out with a past life for my lovely collective. I feel like people are like angry at you or something for like moving on, but it's like not their business. So, collective, like, keep the fence up. Yeah, angels, you're being protected. You're definitely being protected. You might have called on angels to remove anybody from your life that was not serving you, or to align you at any cost with your highest timeline. You could be talking to your angels, praying. You could hear confirmations in your ears as well, like, or maybe have a better way of communicating with them as well. Like, I don't know which senses you prefer, or maybe you get downloads like clairvoyantly, like images, or maybe you get clairaudience a lot, or maybe you get touch sensations. Maybe your body feels disgustingly sick around the wrong people and feels so right and true around the right people. I don't know. You can definitely check that out on your human design, probably, or just learn about these different abilities that, because I think everybody probably has them. So, anyways, I'm going to end here. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you liked it. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link, or keep a whatever. You know what I say. Anyways, good luck. Take care.